What's up, Heat fans? Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nic Rohloff. We are live here for a watch party. 76ers and the Miami Heat. The Heat come into this one after losing 10 straight games. They have now won their last 3 games. This team may have turned it around. I don't know if that's a good thing or not because, well, I've been Team Tank for a little bit here, and I've wanted the Heat to get a good draft pick, but they don't seem to get the memo. As I said, they have now won 3 straight. They beat the Hornets, they beat the Warriors and Jimmy Butler on Tuesday, and then they just defeated the Atlanta Hawks on Thursday evening at home, and now they are going on the road to take on the 3rd worst team in all of the Eastern Conference, one of the worst basketball teams in the entire NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers. Like, they have a pretty favorable schedule because just in a couple days on Monday evening, they play the Washington Wizards. So if you are someone who want the Heat to win games, well, you are probably pretty happy with how things are going because they have won 3 straight. They're still 10th in the Eastern Conference because the Chicago Bulls keep on winning. Josh Giddey hits a half quarter to beat LeBron James and the Lakers a couple nights ago. But Miami is now in the 9th spot in terms of their draft order due to the Portland Trail Blazers and San Antonio Spurs losing. If they win again today, I believe they would be in the 10th spot. So they'd still be technically picking top 10 if they lost the play-in games, but they are winning basketball. They are playing a little bit better, and you'll just have to see if that continues today with a game in Philadelphia against the 76ers. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on a Saturday evening, hanging out with us here at the Heat Report. Good to see everyone here after I was unable to do the watch party on Thursday. Shout out your city for me down in the comments section. Let me know where the real ones are watching from. I see a lot of real ones in the building. Major Anthony Nelson is here. Tamia Miller is here. Elite Edits. Riley Shea is here. CC is here. The Dog Squad's watching in Ohio. Tamia is in Miami, Florida. Timon is always in Ohio. Elite Edits is in Iowa. Vid Bully is in Costa Rica. Apachito is in NYC. Apachito usually in Oklahoma. So Apachito loving a road trip here. Shout out to you. Sai says at the game. Are you in Philly, Sai? That's where the game is. Miami traveling to Philadelphia before they travel to Maryland for Maryland, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm bad at geography. Either way, they play the Wizards, Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. I don't freaking know. Danny Man's in Austin, Texas. Major says in Miami watching the Gator game now. He's still trying to spew the Walter Clayton Jr. stuff. Not happening. The Heat don't have a second-round pick. Bob is watching from the Philippines. Yes, Andrew Wiggins is out for tonight's game. He is not able to go today. So you see Kyle Lowry in the starting lineup. How about that, folks? The starting lineup for the Heat tonight: Tyler Hero, Alec Burks, Kyle Lowry, Kyle Ware, Bam Adebayo. Quite the interesting 5. I'm glad that our guy Kyle Lowry got his opportunity. He's getting another opportunity to start. I love it. I'm very excited for Kyle. I'm very excited for Kyle to get an opportunity to start. I thought he's been playing some good basketball as of late. The second-round pick from Arizona. I'm very intrigued to see how he does in the starting lineup against the 76ers team who just can't get a win to save their lives. But they have a lot of interesting players playing good basketball. Quentin Grimes is just on an absolute tear over the past couple weeks. Justin Edwards has been playing better. Gervon Yabasheli has been playing pretty solid. They play a small ball brand of basketball. It'll be interesting to see how the Heat handle the Sixers since they are going a little bit bigger today and the Sixers are going very, very small. Do they punish inside, having Ware post-up opportunities? We'll see. Tyler Hero's been on a tear lately. It's a fascinating game here between one of the worst teams in the NBA and the Philadelphia 76ers against one of the teams that was playing very, very bad, but have changed it around slightly here, playing better basketball this week. We'll see if it continues today. Do have to tell everyone about our sponsor on today's live show, which is Prize Picks. So let's talk about them real quick. Let me get something set up here one more second, and then we'll tell you about the best daily fantasy sports app in the game. All right, let me tell you guys about Prize Picks. Today's stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform that I play every single day. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. And now is the best time to join Prize Picks with baseball getting underway. You can combine basketball, baseball, hockey, esports, and more. Professional, collegiate, it does not matter. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They also have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. They also have Flex Friday. So many different things you can do to make playing daily fantasy sports more fun. I have an entry for tonight's game, as I always do, combining Quentin Grimes and Tyler Hero, more than 6 3-pointers made. I'll go more than Kyle Lowry, 22.5 points and rebounds combined, and then less than on Jared Butler, 11.5 points, 3-player entry here. But like I said, if you customize the way you play, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash right now. So sign up today, download the app, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today, use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. All right, appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live show, as they have done so often lately. Appreciate playing them every single day. Who you got? MIA for the Heat, PHI for the Sixers. Let me know who you're rocking with tonight. You know what? I've been down on Miami. I said that I'm not picking them unless I see them win basketball games. Well, we've seen them win 3 straight basketball games, which means I'm going with the Heat. I think they actually do win today. Philadelphia is very bad. They are a horrific basketball club, like as bad as it gets. So I am going to rock with Miami today. I got MIA. I see Riley Shea MIA, Tamia, Dog Squad, VidBully, Maya's World, Asia, Skipper, Tie Man, Thanos, someone mocking the Heat report by Chat Sports. Hey, if you don't cut it out, we're getting you gone, because that's not us. We don't play around when people try to mock us. So, hey, I'll give you one chance, man. We'll give you one chance. GR says MIA. The Carroll clan says, hey, oh my. Oh my. What a crew they probably got over there. What a crew they got over there. What's up, DeLuca? Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Cy, the Dog Squad, all rocking in. Derba says today Terry is going to play because Wiggins is out. I think it's more Kyle Lowry and Kyle Larson get more PT. That's me. That's what I'm going. I mean, I think without Wiggins, they're probably going to be rocking with Kyle Larson. Why would they go with Terry Rozier? Terry Rozier stinks. He's been out of the lineup for a while here. There's no reason for them to play him again. Why would you do that? Why would you? I will say, for the Major Anthony Nelsons of the world out there, I want you to know, Major, they actually do have the G League trio, I think, with the team today, because the G League team missed the G League postseason, which means their season is over. So I think Josh Christopher, Kashad Johnson, and Isaiah Stevens are heading to join the Heat roster. So they'll be on the bench. I don't know if they'll be on the bench today, but I think they'll be on the bench Monday against the Wizards. I'm pretty sure. I think they will be. Now, that doesn't guarantee they're going to play, Major, but they might be actually with the team. What's up, Asia? Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend so far. Go Skyforce. Well, Major, here's my thing. You're the one who always says the Heat should play them because they could help the Heat win. They didn't even make the playoffs in the G League. So are they really going to help the Heat win? I don't know. That's my point. Like, I like the guys. I think they're good and could be good basketball players, but are they going to win now? No, probably not. So just want you to let you know. Like, that's not that we are in the matter. All right, we got 80 people in the building here, still waiting for this game to get tipped off in 17 minutes. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 40 likes. Let's get to 40 likes before we tip off. Hit that like button. I will say, Skipper, I'm kind of shocked as well. You mentioned Jaime Jaquez Jr. I thought Triple J was going to start in place of Andrew Wiggins today. Ultimately, they're going with Kyle Larson. I thought that caught me by surprise, but we'll see. Oh, here comes Major trying to tell me to go Gators. I bet on Florida today, so I'll say go Gators for you, Major. I'll go Gators today. Elisa, who's winning the tip? If the Heat don't win the tip, I would be stunned. Their biggest man that they start is Urban Gavasheli. He's like 6'6". If Kyle Lowry, with a 7'4" wingspan, can't win the tip, I'm going to be quite concerned about that. I'm going to be quite concerned. Alan's saying, thank goodness that Triple J isn't starting. I'm pretty sure that he'll be playing today, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he'll play, probably. Hot Dog says Sixers suck. Yeah, they're bad, man. The Sixers have a 23-50 record. No Tyrese Maxey, no Andre Drummond, no Kyle Lowry, no Kelly Oubre, no Paul George, no Joel Embiid. My goodness. No Kevin Love, no Duncan Robinson, no Andrew Wiggins for the Heat. None of those players are playing for Miami. We are, in fact, moving away from Cooper Flag, not that far away, which actually brings me to this question. I wanted to ask people. The Heat have won 3 games in a row. I've been very open about me wanting to have the Heat lose games so they can end up with the 8th overall pick, potentially win the lottery, have a 6% chance at Cooper Flag, and a 26% chance of jumping into the top 4 of the NBA draft. But with the Heat winning 3 straight, are you happy that the Heat are winning? Y for yes and for no. Are you happy the Heat are winning? Because to me, the Heat are still going nowhere. I don't think they're going to win play-in games. Like, I think they would lose to the Bulls. I think they would lose to the Magic. So they'll be picking in the lottery if they lose at least 1 or 2 of those games. So I'm not happy. I'm typing my ends. And even if they somehow made the postseason, it's a 4 or 5 game series at absolute best against the Cavaliers. So, like, why would we want that to happen? I get it. You have unprotecteds in 26 and 28, but this is a loaded draft class. I'll take the top 10 picks now. I will. I see no. Apachito's happy. Dog Squad said no. Danny Man, no. Elite says, yeah, I want to do a mix of winning and losing. We got under 10 games to go in the season. Just lose. We got 9 games left. Just lose. Why can't we just lose? Sulan saying no. Hot Dog says no, I want Flag. Dog Squad, no. Major saying tank. Vidbully says yes, Mom ain't raised no quitter. It's not quitting. It's just coming to the realization that the team isn't good. And we're gone. Told him. Gave him a chance. I said, don't change your profile. Didn't change it. Gone. See ya. Done. Boy Wonder saying yes. Listen, I get both sides of the equation. I do. I get it. I understand always wanting your team to win, but I think in this situation, it's so clear that this team isn't good and they're going nowhere. Why not try to get a top 10 pick? This is a unique situation where the Heat, one of the teams that never has a top pick, has a chance to be in the top of the draft with a really good loaded draft class. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, super chat menu for today's stream, as we do have 12 minutes away until we get underway in Philadelphia. $5, I'll do 5 push-ups. $10, I'm taking shots at tequila. Got the 1800 with me today. And then $20, as always, will get you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. We only have about, 10 streams left this season. The play-in game plus the 9 regular season games. We should be doing every single game the rest of the year for Miami, including the play-in. So you only got so many limited opportunities to become a 2024-25 Hall of Famer. $20 gets you into the Hall of Fame. I'll also take a shot to celebrate as well. Appreciate any donations to the channel here as we do go live and put out content on the daily completely for free. Do I stream Heat playoff games? Yeah. NBA playoff games? No. I do a little bit of content for our main chat sports when it comes to the NBA Finals, but on this channel, yeah, no. 11 minutes to go. Predict the score for me. Who y'all got winning and what will be the final? What will be the final? Give me your prediction. Give me the prediction. See, 124, 111 Heat. Sulan says 129, 118 Heat. Major says 112, 99 Heat. Dog Squad says 116, 102 Heat. 102, 91 Heat. 146, 102. There's absolutely no chance the Heat score 146 points today. Maybe, but probably not. Dandy Man says 110, 101. Matt says 129, 198. Is that a typo? Is it supposed to be just 98? What's up, Simply? Saying 112, 104 Miami. 120, 100. I'll go Heat win in a final of 118, 104. 118, 104. Heat win by 14. 118, 104. I think that's a fair final. 118, 104. I think the Heat are 7.5-point favorites in this game, which is just flat out ridiculous. Yeah, 7.5. The Heat being 7.5-point favorites is flat out ridiculous. I know the Heat have won 3 straight, but that's just disgusting. If you are that much of an underdog against this year's Miami Heat team, that tells you how bad you are, man. That tells you how bad you are. Texas Tech and Florida in a tight one here. Texas Tech making a run, tied at 42 early in the second half. I got my eyes on a lot of games today. I got, obviously, the Heat game that's going to tip off in 9 minutes. I got the Elite Eight, Florida, Texas Tech, and then Duke, Alabama will tip off, I think, halfway through our live stream. And I also got my Mets. I was just in Houston. Mets, Astros, Thursday, Friday, back here today. But they're playing one more game. I got them in on the other screen. So we got a lot. Elias says, why is Kevin Love out so often for personal reasons? Good question. It's personal reasons for a reason. And that's all I guess I'll say. Can't tell you why if they're personal reasons. All right, if you do want the Heat to win today, make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon. Remember, we're trying to get to 50 likes before we tip off. We're currently at 32. Can we get to 50? We get to 50 likes before we tip off in 8 minutes and change. I'll take a shot at tequila in the house. So hit that thumbs up icon. Hit that thumbs up icon. We're 15 likes away. Come on. Hit that thumbs up button. Help your boy out. Why is this like so weird where the stream is like not streaming? Why is it not live? That makes no sense. Do I really have to tap this, or can I just hit? I don't know why it went back to like the start. It makes no sense. Whack. Okay, hopefully this catches up now. Oh, Texas Tech just hit a 3. They're up 3. Oh, boy. Hopefully this is live now. I mean, that was weird. That was weird. I don't understand that. 42 likes. We're 8 away. Let's get to 50 likes before we tip off. Come on. Got 7.5 minutes to go. Appreciate that, Dylan. Do you think Triple J is a bust, or do you think it's some sort of slump? Well, I don't think it's a bust because, to me, for you to be a bust, you have to be actually horrible, and you have to be someone drafted high. That's just not the case. He was picked 18th overall. Like, to me, if you're going to be considered a bust, it has to be a top 10 pick. I wouldn't even consider a bust a late lottery pick. Am I tripping on that? Like, in the NBA, like, I think if you're not in the top 10, I don't think you could be considered someone expected to be good. That's kind of how I'm viewing it. Ooh, strike him out, throw him out. Let's go, Mets. So I'm saying, like, when the Heat drafted him 18th overall in 2023, I don't think anyone expected him to be a all-star guy. I think when people drafted him, I think we were just hoping he'd be a rotational guy, like a 7th, 8th man, which he was that last season to a very good point. But this season, he has not been able to do that. So I wouldn't consider him a bust. I would consider him a disappointment, if that makes sense. That makes sense. Come on, we're 2 likes away from 50. Hit that thumbs up icon. Come on. We're right there. We're right there. Let's get to 50. Let's get to 50 likes. We're 3 away. Elite Edits knows what to do. Correct. Duncan Robinson is the opposite bust. He was not expected to be even a rotation player in the NBA, and he earned himself a pretty lucrative contract because of his ability to shoot the ball. I saw that someone ask, buy out Terry Rozier. Not going to happen. They'll try to use his expiring contract in a trade this offseason, but they won't buy him out. They won't buy him out. All right, we crossed 50 likes, so shot in the house, usually $10 super chats. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in and hit that thumbs up icon early in the stream. Wow, look at this. Battle in, where is this being played? San Francisco? Yeah, that's the West region. I'm shocked that they have the West region playing the early game today. I think that's in San Francisco. Texas Tech up 3. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're almost ready to get underway in this one, folks. Tyler Hero's been playing out of his mind lately. In the last 3 games, Tyler Hero's averaging 28 points per game, shooting 70, or I think 68, 69% from the field, and an unbelievable 67% from 3. Just a ridiculous 3-game stretch for Tyler Hero. I was having a conversation with someone in the office the other day. Is March NBA basketball the most fake month of the year? Like, serious. March NBA basketball, it might be the most fake basketball all around. Because people are just putting up ridiculous stats left and right. You have Kobe White looking like the second coming of Michael Jordan for the Chicago Bulls, doing something that only Michael Jordan has done, which is win back-to-back Eastern Conference Player of the Week awards as a member of the Bulls. Like, these players just go stupid. Quentin Grimes, for example, like just a random trade on February 4th, he's shooting 51% from the field, 40% from 3, and averaging 27 points a game in the month of March. Quentin Grimes. Like, what is going on? It's just ridiculous. Texas Tech up 4 over Florida. 15 minutes to go in that game. Oh, boy. The Gators from Gainesville struggling. Major Anthony Nelson's in shambles. How about Gershon Yabusele playing a team-high 67 games for the Sixers? He wasn't even on an NBA team until he played well for France in the Olympics this past year. How ridiculous is that? It's just utterly ridiculous. How about Davion Mitchell averaging 12.5 points per game over the last 5? He's playing well. Ooh, Jared Butler, who gets PT for the Sixers tonight. Him and Davion were teammates on the 2021 National Championship team for the Baylor Bears, one of my favorite college basketball teams of all time. All right, folks, we are officially 2 minutes away from getting underway in Philadelphia. If you're ready for the game, spam those me's. Spam those me's. Elite Edits is ready. Dylan is ready. Kane Angel's ready. Simply's ready. Tie Man's ready. Show me you're ready for some Saturday night hoops in Philadelphia between the Heat and Sixers. Dog Squad, Robert, Dandyman, Michael, Tyson, Bowers, Arnav, ALX. Dog Squad, VidBully. Seems like there's a lot of people fired up for some Saturday night basketball. Poachy is boo-hooing. Lashmi, Skipper, Michael. Keep on spamming those me's. Steele says ready to lose. Well, if you're a Heat fan, I think they win. If you're a Sixers fan, yeah, probably are ready to lose. Probably are. Even though Florida's down 4, still 14 minutes left in that game, I think they win. I'm stunned by Texas Tech taking it to Florida. I did think Florida was fraudulent for most of the year. Even though they played really good ball, I didn't think they were a national championship winning team. I actually had them in my bracket losing to Maryland in the Sweet 16. Ultimately, that matchup came to fruition, but the result did not. They're struggling, though, man. They're turning the ball over left and right. All right, hopefully we get underway. Is this thing behind again? I'll freak out. It is. Why is it doing this? Oh, my God, we got an error. All right, I think the game got started. It did. Ridiculous. This game is unbelievable. NBA League Pass, is it the worst app around? It might be. All right, so we're going to have to do some catching up here. Because if I'm going to be honest, we've played a minute of basketball so far. And it's 5-0. But I can't even do anything here. My computer is frozen. Hold on, hold on here. All right, we're back. Computer was frozen. But Khalil Ware's got a bucket inside. So sorry for the delay. Whatever reason, the NBA stream just, stopped before the game tipped off. It did that the other night, too. Jared Butler left wing 3 is good, so Philadelphia has hit 2 threes early, and they lead 8-2. Hero the other way for Miami, pick and roll with Adebayo, gets to Larson. He gets it over to Bam. Heat wearing their black unis, Sixers wearing white. Adebayo doubled. It swung to Hero. Hero works inside to the corner for Larson. His three-point attempt hits the bottom of the net. So 2 rookies for the Heat having the first 5 points. Butler the other way, lobbing it. Oh, they're actually studying a Dembona tonight, the second-round pick from UCLA. I didn't know they were starting him nowadays. Didn't know they were starting Boner. Yeah, down 5 reveal was crazy, but I tell the NBA.com app to fix itself because that's now the last 2 streams that I've done that the game just on NBA.com, the stream stopped and it went 30, a minute behind for no reason. I don't get it. Jared Butler driving inside, missing. Ware with the rebound. Hero with the outlet. He swings into the corner for Larson. He pump fakes, drives inside. He lobbed it for Ware. Loose ball, kicked out to Hero, and he knocks the game up at 8 with a triple. Chaotic sequence there results in a Hero three-pointer, and he continues shooting 67% from beyond the arc. Missed shot inside by Philadelphia again. Ware with the rebound, and he gets it up to Adebayo. Bam, inside, draws a foul on Justin Edwards, and will be going to the charity stripe for 2. It's an 8-8 ball game early in this one. Jared Butler hit a couple threes for the Sixers. Hero Larson with a 3. Ware with a dunk. And now Adebayo puts the Heat up in front for the first time tonight with a free throw. Arnov says Kyle Lowry is literally Jared Allen. I mean, he's not. I wouldn't go that far just yet, but if Kyle Lowry ended up having a Jared Allen career, that would be a massive win for the Heat with the 15th overall pick. Be a massive win. I don't want that comment to be something that looks on negatively by other Heat fans. No, that would be a huge win for the Heat. Jared Butler inside, no good. Ware with the rebound, and then he got fouled by, they're going to call it on Dembona, I think, grabbing Ware's arm. So it's going back to the Heat. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. They lead by 2, 10-8. Adebayo at the top of the key, trying to get it to Larson, finally does. Pallel driving on Grimes, gets inside, is fouled, and Larson is going to go to the line for 2. So Larson has hit a 3, and now we'll try to add on for the Heat with a couple of free throws. Good for Pallel to get the start tonight and look good early on. Good for him. Rookie out of Arizona, can't convert the first free throw. Rattling it out. Heat riding a 3-game winning streak in this one. With a chance to make it 4, maybe even 5 if they're able to win today, and then going to play the Wizards on Monday. Under 10 games to go. Larson splits the pair. Heat's lead is 3. Quinn Grimes working in the mid-range. Can't get a shot off. Gets it to Dembona now. Gets it back. Now has some space. And he drills the triple to tie the game up at 11. Quinn Grimes has just been unconscious in the month of March, and he continues it early here in this one. Ware hands it off to the hot hero. He gets inside, fakes the lob, kicks to Burks. Wide open 3 for the veteran. Spins around the rim and can't fall. Rebound tipped out to Hero, who lobbed it inside to Adebayo, and Bam got fouled. Well, they say it was in the act of shooting. Bam tried to lob it, or was a lob for Bam to try to finish inside. As Urvasheli was whistled for the call. I don't know how the Sixers didn't get that rebound. Openly tanking basketball team. No, it will be on the floor. Ball is inbounded now to Kyle Lowry. He gets it over to Adebayo. Adebayo doubled. Quick outlet to Hero. His three-pointer is good. My goodness. Tyler Hero. Shooting 67% from 3 over the last 3 games, and he starts the game 2 of 2 from beyond the arc here. Yabusele inside. Finds a cutting Butler. Back out to Edwards. The left-hander hits the triple. High scoring first quarter thus far, 14-all. 7.5 to go. Larson gets it to Adebayo on the left wing. Ware sets him a screen. Bam swings at the Hero, who's guarded by Justin Edwards. Hero driving, kicking. It's Burks, corner 3. That is his spot. Heat go back up in front, and the Heat's offense, which has been on fire this week in their 3-game win streak, looking good again early in the first 5 minutes of this one. Larson guarding Grimes. Now a curling Butler. Over to Yabusele. He's working on Adebayo and resets to Butler, who already has 2 threes in this first quarter. He goes inside. Loses the handle, but they're going to say Adebayo slapped him on the forearm. It will be a foul. 2 free throws for the young man from Baylor. And it will be our first TV timeout of the game. 250 people watching. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on a Saturday evening. We are going to tell you about our sponsor on today's live show. That is Prize Picks here during this timeout. Today's stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform that I play every single day. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. And now is the best time to join Prize Picks with baseball getting underway. You can combine basketball, baseball, hockey, esports, and more. Professional, collegiate, it does not matter. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They also have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. They also have Flex Friday. So many different things you can do to make playing daily fantasy sports more fun. I have an entry for tonight's game, as I always do, combining Quentin Grimes and Tyler Hero, more than 6 3-pointers made. I'll go more than Kyle Lowry, 22.5 points and rebounds combined, and then less than on Jared Butler, 11.5 points, 3-player entry here. But like I said, if you customize the way you play, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash right now. So sign up today, download the app, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today, use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live show. My picks aren't off to a hot start, I'll be honest. Hero and Grimes off to a terrific start. 6 combined threes there. They already have 3. The problem, I took less than Jared Butler, 11.5 points. He's already got 6. So dicey. And then I have the points and rebounds for Ware. He's got 5 early combined. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oof. Arnav says Kyle Ware should add muscle. I've been saying it for almost a full calendar year. It's the biggest thing Kyle Ware needs to do. Put on some muscle, improve his lower body strength, and then we'll work on the 3-point shooting and then the IQ. That's what we got to do here. Bam should dominate. Theoretically, yes. 76ers don't have a lot of good big men, and they're a small team in general. By the way, in the Elite Eight Texas Tech-Florida game, the Red Raiders, with 12 minutes to go, have a 2-point lead, 55-53. Jared Butler at the line for 2 here, knocks down the first one to get Philadelphia within 2. Butler now has 7 points in the game. I'm thinking St. Bonaventure basketball. Ricky Council IV checks in for Philadelphia. Butler misses the second, so it's 17-15. They've got it as 17-14. Did they change one of their threes to a 2? They might have. Adebayo at the elbow. It's 17-14, I suppose. Hero will try another 3. Too strong. Haywood Highsmith into the game gets the rebound. Kicks out to Burks for 3. His second 3 of the quarter, and the Heat's lead is 6. So Hero misses his first 3 of the game, and the Heat take advantage of a second chance opportunity. Backdoor cut. Quentin Grimes lays it up and in. The high-scoring back-and-forth first quarter continues. Adebayo, top of the key, acting as the playmaking hub, hands it off to Hero. Pick and roll for those 2. Hero, Euro step. Oh, what a feed! And he finds the cutting Larson. Hero's just continuing to improve as a playmaker. He's been excellent not turning the ball over the past couple of weeks. If he could continue this, maybe you have to think about just having him kind of be your point guard here. Grimes, 3 and 1. Quentin Grimes continues his just scorching month of March. Larson commits the rookie mistake by landing in the landing area of Grimes. Just didn't give him anywhere to land. Not any malicious intent. Won't be a flagrant by any stretch, but just didn't give him a spot. So Grimes, who already has 8 points in this game with 2 triples and a layup, can get it to 9 here. But he misses the free throw. So the lead remains 3 for the Heat with 5:20 to go. Alec Burks coming off a curl inside, out to Highsmith. Pump fakes a three, now gets it to Burks. Burks in the corner, cut off by Grimes. 5 on the clock to Adebayo at the elbow. Bam, jab step, jumper over Edwards. Doesn't go there, and Yurvaselli gets the board. He'll outlet it to Grimes, who brings it up, now checked by Davion Mitchell. Mitchell pokes the ball loose. Larson dives, gets it, Heat in transition. Burks to the rim, lays it up and in. Defense from Davion Mitchell right away, leading to an easy bucket for Burks, who's got 8. Grimes the other way, being chased around by Davion Mitchell, forces him to kick it over to Butler. Butler at the top of the key, directing traffic back to Grimes. They're trying to get at Yurvaselli. Now Grimes elevates and hits. My goodness. What has gotten into Quentin Grimes? All right, what do they got in the water over there, man? Just rising, pulling over everyone with no regard of who's defending or how close they are to him, and it doesn't matter. 2-point ball game. Davion Mitchell looking to answer. Driving inside, cut off, back out to Highsmith. Haywood spinning. He has nowhere to go. Now fades away and knocks down the shot, but they're going to say it was a shot clock violation prior to him getting the shot off. Went in. It was actually a good bucket by Haywood, just a little bit late. Wow, Texas Tech is now up 6 on the Florida Gators. Florida is in trouble. Kyle Anderson will check in for the first time today. 4 minutes remain in the first quarter. Heat lead by 2. Council gets it over to Grimes. Grimes feeling good right now. He hasn't missed a shot outside of his free throw. Well, that changes almost immediately here. Kyle Anderson with the good defense forces a tough step back 2, and he can't make it. So Heat still lead by 2 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Adebayo doubled in the mid-post, out to Davion. He kicks it to Anderson. They're going to call a defensive 3 seconds on the Sixers. And I think Adebayo is going to be the person who shoots the technical free throw. Adebayo at the line, makes the technical. 25-22. 3.5 in the first to go. Davion Mitchell has it, top of the key. I think that is Jalen Hood for Shafino's into the game. My king. He's guarding Mitchell. It's kicked out to Adebayo. His 3 is good. Bam Adebayo tries to hand it a 3 and hits. The Heat can't miss from beyond the arc as a team so far in this one. Hood Shafino over to Justin Edwards. Edwards driving on Larson, spinning. Stripped by Highsmith. Heat out and running. Davion Mitchell turns it over. Tried to find a trailing Adebayo, but Edwards read the passing lanes. Sixers the other way. Ricky Council lines up a 3. No. Quentin Grimes offensive rebound. He has it, but it gets stripped. Ball on the deck, and it's going to be a jump ball between Miami and Philadelphia. $2:50 to go in the first quarter. It will be our second TV timeout of the game. Heat lead 28-22 on the road against Philly, looking to win their 4th straight game after losing 10 in a row. They beat Charlotte, they beat Golden State, and then they beat Atlanta. If you want the Heat to win today, for the 300 people watching, hit that like button. We got 72 likes, 310 people watching. That's just a little low. This needs to get to triple digits right now. Can we get the triple digit likes? I think we can. Help me out. Help me out as the Gators are down 10. Oh, boy. What's up, David? Yeah, it's a Hod Pettiford from Auburn. I know he made a name for himself last night against Purdue, or excuse me, Michigan. But I like the way he plays, man. I like the way he plays. He's a bucket getter. No fear indeed. No fear indeed. Certainly would be interested picking him in the early 20s. Simply says, have I ever had to ban people from a channel? Yeah, I do it all the time. If they say inappropriate stuff in the live chat or try to impersonate other people, like I banned someone from the channel earlier today. They tried to impersonate being the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I don't have any tolerance from that. If you try to impersonate us, you're getting banned. You're getting banned. I got no tolerance for it, man. I don't. All right, we're about to get back into action here in this first quarter. He's leading by 6 with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Jalen Hood-Schifino inbound, turns it over. He throws it right to Haywood Highsmith. He'd have 4-on-1. Davion Mitchell takes it to the rack himself to put the Heat up by 8. I mean, this Sixers team, my goodness. They're bad. Hood-Schifino at the top of the key gets a screen from Adem Bona. Hood-Schifino picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Grimes. Grimes with an excellent feed to Bona for an easy layup. That was a great feed. I mean, Quentin Grimes looks like a competent, I wouldn't even say competent, like a freaking really good basketball player. Mitchell to Anderson. He thought about a corner three, now drives. Spinning, gets blocked by Bona. Hood-Schifino on the outlet. He'll slow it down and swing it over to Council. Council gets inside, running lob, but they're going to say there was a foul on Miami on the floor prior. 2 minutes to go in the opening 12. Bona blocked that. I thought he blocked it with 2 hands. It ended up being 1, but he went up with 2 hands. Don't see that often. Grimes has it right wing, gets a screen, driving inside, kicking it out to Council. His three-pointer, too strong. Ware, who just checked back in, taps the rebound to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell over to Hero, who's back in. No one picks him up, and he just lines up with 3, but could not make that one. Started 2 of 2 from 3, missed his last 2. Lonni Walker into the game for the Sixers, directing traffic. Now over to Grimes. Grimes inside. Drops it off to Bona. Stripped by Anderson. It's a turnover. Hero out and running to Highsmith. Highsmith left open. Left wing 3. No good there. And the Sixers grab the board. 1:10 to go. Council gets downhill to the rim. Fouled and 1. Tough take by the young man from Arkansas. Tyler Hero whistled for the foul. It's a tough take right there. And now the Sixers are within 4. Council averaging 7 points a game this season, makes the free throw, and we got a 3-point game with 1:10 to go in the first quarter. I'll tell you what, the Sixers have a lot of people that the Heat fans wanted. Lonni Walker, Ricky Council. Speaking of Ricky Council, he gets downhill and gets a layup. So a little run here by Philly, 7-0 spurt, makes it a 1-point game with under a minute to go. Anderson working baseline cutoff by Hood-Schifino. It's kicked back out to Davion Mitchell. Now Hero, guarded by Walker. It gets inside, fouled, and Tyler Hero is going to go to the charity stripe for 2 with 39 to go in the first. Still an 8-point game in Florida, Texas Tech. Hero going to the line for 2, makes the first. Hero's got a early 7 points in this one, hits a couple threes. Hero makes the second, so it's a 3-point lead for the Heat. See if the Sixers try to go 2 for 1. Heat put on a little bit of a press here to try to throw off Philadelphia. Eric Spoelstra does this often. Heat come back in a 2-3 zone. Grimes has it on the wing. He takes a deep 3, comes up short. And they did not execute the 2 for 1 properly, and the Heat now have it with final shot of the quarter. Up 3. 32-29. Walker defending. Ware sets Hero a screen. Hero gets the switch. Swings it to Mitchell. 3. No good. Hero offensive rebound. Hangs in the air and finishes it. So an impressive finish by Tyler Hero makes it a 34-29 game after the first quarter in this one. Heat riding a 3-game win streak, leading after one, 34-29. Shout out to y'all. We'll get a super chat on screen here in just a second. Give me one moment to get that lined up here. This is our super chat menu today. $5 is 5 push-ups. $10 I'm taking shots tequila. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Shout out to everybody tuning in here. 350 of you guys on a Saturday night. And I am going to have to do 5 push-ups because my guy, the kid Christian X, a Hall of Famer. We always recognize our Hall of Famers right there, the kid Christian X. Getting the rookies to show out, still got to finish strong. So, the kid Christian, are you rooting for Heat wins? Are you rooting for Heat wins? It kind of feels like you want the Heat to win some games down the stretch here. Am I wrong in assuming that? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. But hold on, folks. Because with that $5 super chat, we owe 5 push-ups. Shout out to you, the kid Christian. And here we go. Shout out to Kid Christian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ow. Just cracked my, ankle as I stood up there. Tough feeling. Tough feeling. Appreciate you to Kid Christian. Every time I'm all Heat, babe, he says in the chat. So he's someone who does not want to tank. He doesn't care. He wants wins, which I respect. I respect your opinion. I don't want it. I want the Heat to lose, but I respect the people that want to win. I just do. I'm not going to discredit others. Listen, folks, we got 96 likes. We need to get to triple digits. Come on. Can we please get to 100 likes during this in-between period of the first and second quarter? Be greatly appreciated. Live for free here. Donations are appreciated, but we're here live for free. Can we get to 100 likes? We're one away. Be really helpful, folks. All right, we're back in the second quarter. We got a foul on Philadelphia. Florida down 7 with 4.5 to go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The Gators are in trouble. Hey, we got over 100 likes. Thank you, everyone. 5-point Heat lead. Hero doubled. Kicks it over to Davion. Mitchell's going to have to make something happen. He drives on Hood-Schifino. Gets inside. Fouled. Reached in. Slapped on the arm. So Davion Mitchell's going to go to the line for a pair. Danger time for the Gators. Trailing by 7 with 4 to go. Can Texas Tech hold on and make Florida the first 1 seed to be eliminated from the NCAA tournament? Davion Mitchell almost has airballed that layup or a free throw. Davion makes the second, though, so the Heat's lead is 6. 35-29. Council probing inside, lays it up and in. Tough move there by the second-year man from Arkansas. Heat's lead down to 4. Sixers looking almost like they're in a zone, but they're not. Hero left open. Miscommunication by Philly. Now gets it inside, 2 feet in the paint, and just floats it up and in. That teardrop badge is on Hall of Fame for Tyler Hero. First of all, I don't know how Philadelphia left Tyler that open to begin with. He could have just launched the 3. Heater in a 2-3 zone. Hood-Schifino has it top of the key. Just turns it over. All right, I might have to give up on Hood-Schifino because I'm seeing it firsthand. This guy stinks. Mitchell in the corner. Resets the Heat offense. Calls for a screen. Ware sets it. Mitchell swing it to Hero. Left open. A good set for the Heat, but Hero doesn't shoot it. Now out to Ware. To Mitchell. He's going to line it up. Too strong. Offensive rebound Ware. He dumps it inside to Highsmith for a second chance Heat bucket. I don't know why Heroes didn't shoot the initial 3. He definitely should. But hey, either way, the Heat get a bucket out of it. Lonni Walker for 3. He answers for Philadelphia. First bucket of the game for the young man, former Miami Hurricane. Hero inside, doubled, flips it up and in, off glass. Are they going to count it? I think they are. Oh, a circus shot from Tyler Hero. And 1. Wow. How did this happen? Oh, my goodness. He just flipped it up with the left hand as he was falling to the ground, and he somehow banked it in. That's one of the more ridiculous shots I have seen. And he converts the 3-point play. That's insane. Hero now with 15 in the ball game, leading scorer for both teams. Ricky Council driving, kicking. It swung around, but tapped out of bounds by Kyle Anderson, so it'll be side out. Heat lead is 8. It's the largest it's been today. I think, yeah, the largest it's been is 8. Ricky Council has it left wing, probing, hanging, can't hit, ball tapped around. Highsmith comes up with it and crosses the timeline. Waits for the rest of the team to join up and resets the Heat offense. Anderson to Hero, to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell to Highsmith on the baseline. Out to Anderson. He thought about a 3. Now works inside, comes up short on the floater. Ware picks up the rebound and banks it home. And the Heat's lead reaches double digits for the first time tonight. Heat just playing a more efficient, smart brand of basketball. Missed 3 by Lonnie Walker. Kyle Anderson with the board. Going coast to coast. can't make it. And now the Sixers have numbers out in transition. Council barrels into Davion Mitchell. What a play by off-night Davion Mitchell. That's a charge. A 3-on-1 fast break ultimately results in a charge. What a ridiculous sequence there by Philadelphia. But Nick Nurse says not so fast. He doesn't agree with the call. He's going to call timeout to charge, and to challenge it. And I got to be honest, it's probably not a charge. I think Mitchell's feet were sliding a little bit there. I think Mitchell's feet were sliding, so I think this might get overturned. But either way, we're going to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Prize Picks, during this timeout. Today's stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform that I play every single day. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. And now is the best time to join Prize Picks with baseball getting underway. You can combine basketball, baseball, hockey, esports, and more. Professional, collegiate, it does not matter. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They also have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. They also have Flex Friday. So many different things you can do to make playing daily fantasy sports more fun. I have an entry for tonight's game, as I always do, combining Quentin Grimes and Tyler Hero, more than 6 3-pointers made. I'll go more than Khalil Ware, 22.5 points and rebounds combined, and then less than on Jared Butler, 11.5 points, 3-player entry here. But like I said, if you customize the way you play, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash right now. So sign up today, download the app, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today, use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Appreciate Prize Picks, as always, for sponsoring today's show. Make sure you get in on the action. It's been a lot of fun this March. It's fun every day, though. It's been fun every day. A little update in Florida, Texas Tech. Florida's cut it to a 6-point game with 2:40 to go. The Red Raiders do have the ball. Chase, I appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate you for always hanging out and supporting, man. Always, always do. Always, always do. See what the officials are going to deem here when it comes to if this a charge or a block. It is going to be overturned to a block, and if you go back, Council actually made the shot, so it's a 3-point play after he makes the free throw, so successful challenge for Nick Nurse. He will now have another chance to challenge later in the game. Heat's lead, 44-37. Kyle Anderson driving, gets blocked. Here come the Sixers. Council to Bona, and he throws it down. And just like that, it's a 5-0 run by the Sixers, and Miami wants to call a timeout and talk things over. So a 5-0 run by Philadelphia after Nick Nurse's successful challenge forces a timeout by Eric Spoelstra. During this timeout, see if we can pick up some subscribers here. We just crossed 20,200. Appreciate everyone who joined the channel. The 375 people watching. We put out daily Miami Heat content, news, rumors, watch parties like this one. I'm Nic Rohloff, diehard Heat fan ever since I started watching basketball. Just here to make Heat content for Heat fans. So appreciate y'all, man, for already being subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, please do also already. Wow. Florida down 3 has the ball. Oh boy. Under 2 minutes to go. Clayton for the tie. Oh! March personified. We're tied at 75 with 1:40 to go. What a game we have here. 9-0 run by the Gators in the last minute and 15. Look at this. We're giving you play-by-play for Florida Texas Tech as we're in a timeout for Heat 76ers. They'll take a timeout on the floor over there in that game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Walter Clayton. He is a bucket. He is a bucket. Make sure you have subscribed, folks. Come on. Join the channel today if you want daily Heat content. Is Clayton NBA level? I'd give him a shot. He's a second-round pick. He's a second-round pick. Good shot maker, but undersized. It's dicey, man. It's dicey. All right, let's get back to it in the NBA here. The Heat get a bucket out of the timeout inside. So quick score by the Heat puts them back up by 7. Oh, my! Florida just took the lead. Another Walter Clayton 3 at 78-77. Wild. And then the Sixers turn it over. I got to keep my eye on both these games, man. Absolutely insane. Clayton, 28 points for the Gators. 45 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game. Texas Tech have held the lead. It's a travel. Now they're going to say a jump ball. It's Texas Tech ball, though. I don't know how it's not a travel. Kyle Lowry, open 3 here for the Heat, and he hits it. Kyle Lowry with the tray ball. So out of the timeout, the Heat score 5 straight to go back up by double digits. Ware's now got 9.7 boards. Answer by Justin Edwards. A 3 for the Red Raiders. No. Rebound Florida. And Texas Tech is going to have to foul. They're going to have to foul. They also got to get across half court. Oh, it's a bad call. But the Gators are going to the line. Davion Mitchell to Anderson. Lobs it inside. Too high. Turned it over. Sixers the other way. Chaos. But Jared Butler gets it across half court. Now works inside at the free throw line. Loses the handle, but the ball falls right to Bona, who lays it up and in. So 49-43. 6 minutes and change to go in this first half. Hero inside. Kicking out. Mitchell corner 3. Too strong. Rebound. Gathered by Walker. Outlet to Council. He gets downhill to the rim and lays it up and in with the left hand. And we got a 4-point game. It's been a back and forth first half. Well, Larson and Adebayo set the check back in. Lazy pass by Davion Mitchell gets tapped out of bounds. It will stay with the Heat. Exactly 6 minutes to go in this first half. Council has impressed me in this one, folks. Yeah, he'll check out. He's got 12 points on 5 of 9 shooting. I like Council coming out of the draft. I think he went undrafted. Originally a two-way guy, now a standard contract player with Philly. Out of Arkansas, his wingspan was just so elite. Good bucket getter for Arkansas. Good defender, too. Larson couldn't finish inside. Philly with the rebound, and they'll bring it the other way. Butler sets it over now to Grimes. Grimes gets it back to Butler. Butler guarded by Davion Mitchell. Screen from Bona. Pocket pass to Bona. But Mitchell read it and gets the steal. What a play by Davion Mitchell. Boy, can he defend. Mitchell to Larson. One more to the Highsmith corner three ball, and it's good. Triple for Haywood Highsmith. Gives him 5 points on the game, and the lead back up to 7 for the Heat. But good ball movement by the Sixers the other way, and Marvin Bagley checks in for the first time and makes himself acquainted with an easy dunk. Hero the other way, gets to the rim, hangs, and finishes off glass. Hero has just been so dang efficient over this past week, man. 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting tonight. Grimes looking for the answer. Quicks it over to Lonni Walker. Martin makes the first free throw for Florida, so the Gators up 2 with 22 seconds left. 3 for Walker, too strong. Rebound to Mitchell. Heat out and running, 4-on-3. Hero, it's a bad pass by Mitchell. It's a turnover. 2-on-1 for Philly. Walker just lays it up and in the other way. Florida makes the free throws to go up 3 over the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Wow. Larson to Adebayo to the corner. Highsmith. Ooh, it's a bad pass by Bam, turned over. Texas Tech and Florida, it's a 3-point game. 22 seconds left. No team has a timeout left. Texas Tech has an open look for the tie. No. Rebound. Gators. And it will be a jump ball with 11 and a half seconds to go. I mean, what a collapse by Texas Tech. Unbelievable. Inside, kicked back out. Philly down 5. Make it. I thought he was in. I got to be honest. I kind of pre-called that going in. It did not. Quinn Grimes misses the 3. Ball goes out of bounds to Miami. 3:50 to go in the first half. Adebayo bringing it up inside, double team, turns it over. Heat out and running. Or excuse me, the Sixers out and running. Grimes to the rim. Blocked by Larson. Larson says, get that shit out of here. Didn't know Pallel had that in his game to get up and just swat that out of bounds like that. It is a 1-and-1 for Florida. 10 seconds remain. Each team, no timeouts. Walter Clayton is 11 of 12 at the free throw line tonight. An 85% free throw shooter on the year. The Heat tipped the inbounds pass out of bounds, so it will stay with Philly. I don't know what they're reviewing here in the Texas Tech game. Grimes, top of the key, driving on Larson, gets inside, can't finish. Bodies hit the deck. It's a 4-on-4. Highsmith gets it to Bam. Now the Heat have numbers, but the Sixers get back, and we're playing 5-on-5 once again. Adebayo in the mid-post. Jab step, fade away. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped around. Rebound secured by Marvin Bagley. Butler probing, fouled, and one for Philadelphia. And with 3:05 to go in this first half, the Sixers have a chance to make this a 2-point game. Clayton calmly makes the first free throw. Butler makes the free throw, and we do have a 2-point game. 54-52, 3 to go. Mitchell gets it to Adebayo. Adebayo goes baseline. A lot of contact, no call. Ball tipped out, gathered by Philly. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. Butler out to Bagley. Bagley drives inside, kicked out of bounds. Bad pass there. That might not be Marvin Bagley. I might be tripping. It's M. Bagley. I don't think it's him, though, because that dude's moving like a guard. Texas Tech makes a 2-point shot to keep the game alive. It's a 3-point game with 3 seconds left. Davion Mitchell has it. 2.5 to go in the first half. On the baseline. Kicks out to Highsmith. He'll try a 3. Comes up short there. Ball tipped around. Grabbed by Bagley. Outlet. Here comes Philadelphia. Once again, can Tyre take the lead? They're going to go for the lead. Yabusele 3. No good there, but offensive rebound Philly. Justin Edwards has it. Resets the offense to the corner. It's Bagley. His 3. No, it's definitely not Marvin Bagley because he's a right-handed shooter that just missed. Terry Rozier into the game for the first time today. Don't understand that one. Florida made the first free throw in this game. That game's all but over. Florida Gators storm back and somehow survive. Wow. Mitchell, top of the key, working on Butler. Will line up a 3, and he connects. What a shot by Davion Mitchell to put the Heat back up by 5. 90 seconds remain in the first half. Sixers inside. They can't make the shot. Rebound Adebayo. Outlet Davion Mitchell. Heat have numbers. Larson to Rozier. Corner 3. No. Rozier tracks down his own rebound and kicks it out to Davion Mitchell. The Gators are going to the Final Four. Wow. Mitchell lobbing. Adebayo can't tip it in. Bad pass by Mitchell. Sixers in transition. It's Jared Butler. Drops it off to Yabusele inside, and he's fouled. First Final Four for Florida since 2014. Marcus Bagley. Oh, I forgot he had a brother. That's right. Marcus Bagley actually went to Arizona State. I forgot about him. I forgot about that. But the Gators survive 84-79, and they're going to the Final Four. That hurts me, and my brackets are done. I needed Texas Tech to win for my brackets, if I'm going to be honest. Tough. Yabusele can't knock down free throws, and it's going to be Heat back up with the ball under a minute, up 5. Adebayo at the elbow, inside the Ware. He just turns, left hook, gets the friendly roll. Kyle Ware with a dominating 11-point, 8-rebound first half to this point. 59-52. Larson steals it from Grimes. In transition, coast to coast. What a move by Pallel Larson. And the Heat are back up 9. And then they force a turnover again. Rozier lobbing. Where? Too high. Turned over. No. Hero tracks down the loose ball. Kick to Rozier. Rozier lays it up and misses it. Point blank layup missed. I mean, this guy's the worst basketball player I've ever seen. I mean, I don't care to this point in the season, but like he's actually the worst player I've ever seen. Shot clock turned off. 9 seconds to go in this first half. 7-0 run for the Heat over the last minute and a half. Grimes over to Yabusele. He drives on Ware. Fouled and will go to the line with 2 seconds remaining. So Yabusele is going to get a pair of free throws here. Ware commits the foul. I cannot believe Terry Rozier missed that. He sold the clip on a pass through the lob too high, somehow got it back, and then smoked the layup. Just a ridiculous thing to do. Yabusele with the first free throw, just missed a couple, misses another. Guy can't make a free throw. Makes the second free throw, 61-53. Hero throws it deep. Adebayo has it. Adebayo misses the free layup, but is fouled. Adebayo's going to the line. What a mistake by Philadelphia. They made the second free throw. Hero quickly grabs it. There was a full court pass to Adebayo, who went streaking, gets it, and then got fouled from behind. And now has a pair of free throws. I mean, you want to talk about a team that's tanking. The Philadelphia 76ers. Bam makes the first, 62-53. Chance to go into the half up by 10. No. Larson, rebound! And misses the putback, but had a look. That will close the first 24 minutes. The Heat will enter the half with a 9-point lead, 62-53. As always, grade the first half for the Miami Heat. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the Heat's performance so far. A, B, C, D, or F. How we feeling? How we feeling? I see C, A, B, A minus, B, 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 D. I'm pretty sure if the draft started today, it would be 9th. Let me double check. 10th. Be 10th. It would be 10th. I see B's, 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 B, C. A lot of B's, a lot of C's. I'd probably go B minus. I'll go B. I'll upgrade to a B. They played pretty good. Perfect? No. But they played good. I'll say pretty good. I'll take it. Can't complain. I mean, I don't really care about Terry Rozier anymore, honestly. I know he's bad. Bad. It is what it is. He's not good. Not good. I can't believe Florida won. They're down 10 with 4 minutes to go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, Lou, you must be a new subscriber, which I appreciate you subscribing, Lou. I've been rooting for us to lose for the past 2 months. Ever since the Heat started that 10-game losing streak, I just wanted to keep on going. I want them to beat Jimmy Butler and the Warriors on Tuesday, which they did. But I want them to lose. Steph is trying to say that Terry Rozier is going to come back better next year and be good for the Heat. I've got beachfront property to sell you in Montana. I do. I got this great Montana beach house. It's got a great look, Pacific Ocean. If you want it, I'll sell it to you for $1 million. Terry's just not good. Just isn't. We've seen it. Not good. I wish he was good, but he's not. Sad. I thought he was going to be nice. He played good last year. Got off to a rough start, but played really good. In the final 10 games he had with the Heat. Daniel says, what would we need to get Cooper Flag? Lose every game for the rest of the season and then just hope the ping pong balls bless you. That's really what it is. Now, lose every game and then hope that 6% chance ultimately hits. Steph says, who else can average 23 on a game in the NBA? Only Tyler and Bam. You saying on the Heat right now? Like, I'm confused on that question. Because Firesign's asking, why is Bam and Hero playing? Because the Heat aren't tanking. I've said this. They aren't going to tank. I want them to, but they're not gonna. They might lose. They might look like shit, but they're not going to try to tank. They're not gonna. It's not in the Heat's DNA. It's not in Spoelstra's, not in Riley's. Bring Josh Christopher up. He's actually on the bench tonight. Heat's G League season's over, so the 3 two-way guys, Stevens, Kashad, and Christopher, are all on the bench. All on the bench tonight. All on the bench. Boy. Not sponsored, but boys, that Chipotle just ever miss. It's so good. Love their new honey Chipotle chicken, too. All right, we are half off. You know what? Let's do half off halftime. For the rest of halftime, $10 gets you into the Hall of Fame. I'll do shots for $5, and I'll do push-ups for any super chat. Why not? Let's have some fun on a Saturday night. Why not, folks? Half off halftime. Come on. Trade for LaMelo. I'm kind of out on LaMelo, I got to be honest. I like him. He's a fun player. I just don't think he is a person who contributes to winning. I'm serious. Does he contribute to winning? I don't know if he does. He's injury prone. His style of play, I don't think is a winning style. I'm out. I think he's a very fun player. Kind of out, though. I am. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. Oh, my goodness. That was quite a play from Jose Siri. AE, maybe if you rest up nice, man, but I'm not just going to say you can just, this is my show. So, if you rest nice, maybe AE. Even then, not guaranteeing it. Nobody's taking advantage of half off halftime, huh? No one taking advantage. Would I want Scotty Barnes? I don't know, man. I like Scotty Barnes, but another guy. Is he conducive to winning? Because here's my thing. He can't shoot. I don't think his game will translate to the NBA playoffs. And are you paying someone that much money who can't score and his game might not translate to the postseason? I'm just not so sure. I don't know, man. I'm skeptical of Scotty Barnes leading a team in the NBA. I think he could be a fun, third option, but you're not paying a third option what you're paying what he is right now. That's going to be the question with Tyler Hero as well. But I will say the difference between Hero and Barnes is that if Hero is your third option offensively and third player, yeah, it's going to be pretty freaking good and hard to defend. Anthony Simons, no. Out. Couldn't be more out. Anthony Simons just does what Hero does to a different degree. Seriously. They're the same type of player. A two-guard that shoots a lot, doesn't play much defense. It's the same player, if we're going to be honest. Just one is a better shooter than the other, and one's more athletic. I don't know, man. Hey, we got a $2 super chat. Let's get that on screen. Şengün, no. Maybe. If Bam improved as a shooter, maybe. Actually, I'd take Şengün. I like Şengün. Appreciate David and with a super chat. $2 super chat. Love your channel. You should have more publicity. Hey, listen. Appreciate that. But you guys can help me by getting this channel more publicity. What do I mean by that? Liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video. Those are all ways to spread the word. You hit the like button, you comment. That tells YouTube we're doing a good job. They push our stream out to other Heat fans and other people on YouTube so they can join, and then we get a larger channel. Or if you guys want to share on Twitter, that gets obviously more publicity there. So you guys can help. You guys think we should have more publicity? Well, the only way we can is if we continue to grow, and the best way to grow is by you guys helping us out, liking, commenting, subscribing. It's obviously very helpful for when super chats come in as well, like David's, to help grow the channel too, but there's other ways to do it. Appreciate that, David N. Well, I said I would do push-ups for any super chat, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Appreciate you, David, for the super chat. Look at the form on those push-ups, man. It's just good form. Oh, I don't know why it went back to XRPs. Don't understand that one. Let's actually take a look at where we are in the live sub counter. It's always fun to take a glance. 20,209. Oh, boy, we got a $20 super chat from my guy, Spo-Dro. Shout out to Spojo with the $20 super chat. What's up, my man? Now, this is going to be interesting. Spodro says, Oh, wow. His message got effed up here. But it says in the chat, I want 4 shots right here, right now. So, Spodro, it's going to be tough for me to take 4 shots back to back. I can do something here for you, Spodro. I can space out the 4 shots, or I'll put you on the Hall of Fame ball right now and take 2 shots right now. Would you want to get onto the Hall of Fame ball plus 2 shots right now? Or would you rather have me space it out, the 4 shots? Choose one or the other. I'll give you those 2. I can't do 4 in a row. That's suicide. Well, which one? Let me know, Spodro. It's your decision in the chat. How are we feeling? Which way are we going? But I definitely appreciate the 20, my guy. You're a legend. What are we thinking? Spodro, it's your call. Get into the Hall of Fame again. I want them all right now. JK, space them out. Okay. So I was going to get you into the Hall of Fame, but we'll hold off on that. And that will close half off halftime because we're back in action, folks. We're back in action. 62-53 is where we left off. Heat ball. All right, we'll take one here. Twice it was halftime, no longer halftime. All right, 1 of 4. Shout out to you, Spodro. $11.5 as we just got the second half started. Heat leading by 9, led by as much as 10 in this one. And Adebayo hits a little floater to give the Heat their largest lead of the game. It's 11 points. It's the largest it's been. It reached 10 twice, but now here just at 11. Grimes over to Edwards. Edwards at the elbow, pull-up jumper, knocks it home. $64-55. Hero drops it in Adebayo in the short corner. He drives on Yabusele, spinning, fadeaway, no good, too strong. Rebound to Dembona. He outlets it up ahead, and here comes Philadelphia. Butler on the right side gets 2 screens. Butler, free throw line, traveled, I thought. They don't call it. I thought he picked up that pivot foot. Now gets it back on the right wing. Burks defending. Butler drives. Cut off. Good defense by the veteran Burks, but Butler hits the fadeaway. Good offense beats good defense every single time. Larson, baseline drive, kicking it to Burks on the corner. Hero at the left wing, steps back, nothing there, has to get rid of it. Finally gets it to Larson. Larson at the free throw line. Traveled. So turnover on Miami here. Seven-point game, Heat lead. Winners of 3 straight, Miami is, after losing 10 in a row. Grimes gets it over to Bona. Bona back to Grimes. 2-man game here. Bona guarded by Larson. Over to Edwards. 5 on the shot clock. Justin Edwards is going to have to make something happen. Driving on Burks. Stripped. Turnover. What defense by Alec Burks. Miami the other way. Adebayo gets it over to Tyler Hero. And the Heat will get into their offense. Hero steps back, nothing there. Crossover, gets inside, hanging, floating. Oh my! Hall of Fame badge equipped, the Giant Slayer. Yabusele the other way, hands it off to Quinn Grimes. Grimes gets a screen from Yabusele. Now Adebayo switches on. It'll be a kick ball on Bam. But what a tough shot inside by Hero. He is an incredible float shot man. Justin Edwards has it in the mid-range. Drives baseline, takes a bump, swings it to the corner. Yabusele drive kick. What a drop-off pass to Adem Bona, who puts it up and in. Still a 7-point game. Hero gets a screen from Ware. Hero doubled, almost turns it over, finds Ware. Swung to Larson. Too high for Larson, so he resets it up to Burks. Burks, who had a strong first half, lines up a three here. Too strong, back iron, ball loose. Larson scoops it up and saves it to Hero. Second chance opportunity for Miami. Hero inside, bumped, floater. Can't get that one to go, and Philadelphia with the board. But then Larson takes it away. Behind the back pass, but they're going to say Larson was fouled on the pass. That stunk because that would have been an unbelievable highlight play by Larson to get the steal. Behind the back pass to Ware, who is ready to throw down a slam. Bummer. Hero to Adebayo. Bam, little floater, comes up short there. Rebound Philadelphia as it remains a 7-point game. Justin Edwards driving inside on Burks. Fouled, and will go to the line for two. Edwards makes the first free throw. (66-60). Rookie Council, who was arguably the best player for the Sixers in the first half, checks back in off the bench. Misses the second, and the Heat's lead remains 6. Hero driving on Council, kicks to the corner. Burks, three. Side of the backboard. What? Don't see Burks make, or I should say miss a three that poorly. Often. Grimes in the mid-range. Step back. Tough two for Grimes, and it's a 4-point game. He'd have controlled this game for the most part, but Philadelphia not going away. Hero thought about an answer three. Doesn't happen. Now hits Council on the deck with a jab step. It hits the three! A highlight tray ball by Tyler Hero, dropping Council to the deck. 69-62. Edwards thought he double dribbled. Now goes inside. Blocked by Ware. Ball loose. Picked up by Adebayo. Throws it to Burks. Corner three. Good! What a sequence for the Miami Heat. Ankle breaker three. Block three. Heat lead back to 10. And then the Sixers are going to call a timeout. 6:40 to go in the first quarter of the second half. It's a 72-62 lead. Oh, how about that Tyler Hero ankle breaker? My goodness. We're going to go into our first timeout here of the second half. We'll tell you about our sponsor, Prize Picks, and then we'll be right back. Today's stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform that I play every single day. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. And now is the best time to join Prize Picks with baseball getting underway. You can combine basketball, baseball, hockey, esports, and more. Professional, collegiate, it does not matter. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They also have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. They also have Flex Friday. So many different things you can do to make playing daily fantasy sports more fun. I have an entry for tonight's game, as I always do, combining Quentin Grimes and Tyler Hero, more than 6 3-pointers made. I'll go more than Kyle Lowry, 22.5 points and rebounds combined, and then less than on Jared Butler, 11.5 points. 3-player entry here. But like I said, if you customize the way you play, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash right now. So sign up today, download the app, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today, use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. Appreciate the $5 super chat from Braden Cluse. Saying all this talk about the Heat season, but what about the 76ers flop? 3 superstars in 27 games under 500. Get out of here. Yeah, no. Listen, I know the Heat have been a disappointment this year, but the biggest disappointment in the entire NBA this season has been the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 2 is probably the New Orleans Pelicans, but yeah, they are certainly a disappointment. Appreciate that 5. That was supposed to not switch back to Lord Buddy Bear. Don't understand why it did. But appreciate you, Braden. Once your super chat comes back to our software, we'll get it back on screen. I owe you 5 push-ups. Shout out to you, Braden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my friend. Alabama Duke getting underway, by the way. Other Elite 8 game tonight in the East region. 2 seed versus 1 seed. .640 to go. Heat's lead is 10. Grimes has it out of the timeout. Pull up mid-range. Hits front rim and gets the friendly roll to go. .72-64. Cooper Flagg versus Grant Nelson. Fun matchup there. Bilal Larson inside. Can't make it. Adebayo offensive rebound. He misses a pair of putbacks. I mean, I gotta be honest. I don't care that much because whatever happens in this game doesn't move me either way. But that's embarrassing by Adebayo. 8-point Heat lead. Butler inside. Blocked by Ware. Kicked out to Ricky Council. He drives, kicks. Butler 3. Good. 5-point game. And now do we have a timeout called by the Heat? I think we do. Yes. Timeout Miami. 72-67. 5:40 to go in the third. Boy, Alabama does not play a lot of defense, do they, folks? .52 in that game early on. Oh, missed dunk by Alabama. Can't happen when you're playing the Blue Devils. It's a fun game. Fun game. And it's an early 8-2 lead for Duke. Can't give them second opportunities. Can't happen. But Alabama, you know they're not going anywhere, folks. Quick 3 there, LeBaron Highland. I'm going to be watching both games here down the stretch. That's what we do around here. I'm a hoop head. I like college basketball more than the NBA. Fun fact. I mean, Alabama defensively, what are you doing? If I were Nate Oates, I would think about using a timeout because they've been very bad defensively in this one. Which they're not a defensive team, but like they're just giving Duke too many open looks, and now they're turning it over. And I would use the timeout if I was Oates. It's a 13-5 game. A lot of points early for the Blue Devils. Almost turn it over again. It's a big 3 for Grant Nelson. Can't hit it. And then Duke with the rebound. What a play by Con Kneppel. My goodness. Oh, let me take another one of those shots I owe. This will be number 2 of 4. Shout out to you, Spojo. I'll tell you what. I saw someone in the chat say, I hope Tyrese Proctor goes undrafted so that he can get him. He will not be going undrafted. There's a better chance that he gets drafted in the first round than undrafted. He's played pretty well in the tournament. Could rise his stock to end of the first round, maybe. At worst, middle of the second round. At worst. Davion Mitchell, top of the key. Looks like the Sixers are going to a zone here out of the timeout. Haywood Highsmith left open for 3. Can't knock it down. Rebound Quentin Grimes, and the Sixers have a chance to cut into this deficit even more. They trailed by 10 just a second ago. They're on a 5-0 run. Jared Butler, top of the key. Guarded by Davion Mitchell, the 2 teammates at Baylor. Butler, floater, good. And it's a 3-point game. It's a 7-0 run for Philadelphia. Larson to the corner. Highsmith will try another 3. He does not miss 2 in a row often. Haywood Highsmith, the improved 3-point shooter, puts Miami back in front by 6. Oh, Dembona inside. Can't handle the lob. He'd have it the other way. Larson lobs it. Highsmith can! Bona inside the other way. Gets the missed shot inside and then puts it back up and in. 77-71. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Davion Mitchell has it. Kicks to the corner for Burks. He'll try a 3. Boy, does Burks love that corner. Nine-point Heat lead. Butler driving, kicking, Grimes. He'll try to answer the 3. He cannot. Rebound will go out of bounds. It will be Miami Heat basketball. Heat leading by 9. Davion Mitchell driving, kicking, Burks in that corner again. Boy, does he just have it on automatic right now. 12-point Heat lead, largest of the game. Council gets downhill, can't make it. Bona, offensive rebound, and gets the putback. I mean, Burks, unbelievable. 3 to go. Bam inside off the pick and roll, lays it up and in. Tough catch and finish by Adebayo. Pass from Mitchell was a little bit behind him in traffic. Grimes, left wing. That's an illegal screen, and Highsmith must have bumped knees because he's not feeling so hot right now. I'll say it. I don't know why Burks wasn't playing more early in this season. He is just a professional. He's just a good ball player, man. I like Alec Burks. I do. I don't understand why I didn't play more. 17 points again tonight. 5 threes. It's unbelievable. Especially in that corner, man. He just lets it fly quick. He'll try another 3. That one's blocked. He gets his own rebound back and then is blocked again. So 2 missed 3s in a row by Burks there. Not enough, one of them actually was missed. It was all blocked. Were those blocked counted by ESPN there? No, there we go. Now they're updated. Larson inside, up and under move, and one! The rookie from Arizona puts Miami up 14, the largest lead of the game. Got Marcus Bagley up, drew the contact, plus the bucket. Double-digit points tonight for Pallel Larson. And he converts the three-point play. It's a 15-point game. (88-83). It's a 16-4 run for Miami over the last 2.5 minutes. Grimes gets a screen, swinging it over to Lonni Walker. Walker drive, floater, gets it to go. 88-75. Mitchell, crossover, probing, swinging, Highsmith. Inside that, Adebayo, who throws it down. So Bam with a couple buckets here late. And the Heat's lead is 15. Walker, kicking. It's a Council 3. No good there. Rebound Burks. Outlets to Larson. Looking to push and extend this 15-point Heat lead. Gets it to Adebayo. Adebayo doubled. Back to Larson. Swung around the horn. It's Burks in the corner again. Can't make that one, though. And Council comes skying in for the rebound. Grimes, left wing 3. Comes up short. Adebayo with the board. And I think the Heat might want to slow this one down. A frenetic pace over the last minute. Adebayo gets it. They've doubled Bam every time he touches in the half court today. They're not going to double a corner 3, and it's hard to double it when it's in the cup. Adebayo now with 16 points in the game. 18-point Heat lead. Walker inside the other way. Layup, no good. Rebound Burks. Highsmith coming the other way. Will swing it now to Davion Mitchell with 40 left on the clock. Mitchell driving on Bagley. Quick left-handed layup. No. Rebound Council. Sixers out in transition. Lonni Walker will slow it down and get one good look here for his 76ers. 6-second differential, shot clock, game clock. 15 to go in the period. Walker gets downhill, steps back. Will line up a 3 over Adebayo, too strong. Larson with the board, 8 on the clock. Larson to Bam, 5 on the clock. 4, 3, swinging. Burks, he's open at the buzzer. It's good! A buzzer-beating 3 by Alec Burks puts the Heat up 21, entering the final period. What a third quarter by the Heat. They closed the half on a tremendous run. 96-75. Heat 12 minutes away from their 4th straight win. Who would have thought it after they lost 10 in a row? Fourth quarter time, spam those 4s, get the paws in the air. Paws up. Get the paws up. Boy Wonder, Hot Dog, Simply, Dylan, Big Dog, Tyson, Mads, Jesus, Skipper, David, the Kid, Vaden, Smorg, Andres, David, Vidbully, all spamming those 4s. Celtics lover fan base is rooting for Miami tonight. How about that? Doming, Steph, Vid, Melvin, Allen, all spamming those 4s. Elgin spamming those 4s. Robert spamming those 4s. Fat Panther. Tommy Beyond typing those 4s as well. Jim Landry typing those 4s. Margisel. Diego says, why the hell are the Heat winning? Well, the Sixers are the... I would say Philadelphia is actually the worst team in the NBA. I'm going to be honest. The Sixers are the worst team in the NBA. I think they are. 21-15, Duke leads with 13 to go in that first half. It's been an entertaining game back and forth to this point. All right, we're going to be back in action here in the final 12 minutes of this one. Heat leading by 21 after an avalanche in the final 5 minutes. The Heat open up this fourth quarter in a zone. It's going to be a Lonnie Walker 3, and he can't make it. Rebound, Kyle Lowry. Hero back in, finds a wide open Kyle Anderson on the baseline for an easy dunk. Tyler Hero, really effective game tonight. 22 points, 4 assists. Jalen Hood-Schifino has it. Step back, mid-range shot, knocks it down. That's the Hood-Schifino I know and love. .21 lead for the Heat still. Anderson driving, kicking. It's Highsmith. Now back to Tyler. Hero driving on Hood-Schifino, hanging in the air and banking it home. A professional bucket getter. The only way you can describe Tyler Hero. Hood-Schifino coming the other way for Philadelphia. Kicks it out to Wheeler, who's into the game for the first time. I legitimately don't know who this is. Well, he turns it over. Philip Wheeler. Not a good ball player. Anderson driving, kicking. Davion Mitchell, no one within 20 feet of him. Can't make the corner 3. Wheeler the other way. Can't make that 3. It's getting ugly. It's getting ugly, folks. It's looking like LA Fitness runs out there. Davion Mitchell swinging it to Hero. Left wing, stripped, gets it back. Resets. Now lines up a 3. Comes up a bit short there. Rebound to Philadelphia. Hood-Schifino, pull up elbow 2. Too strong. Rebound to Miami. And they'll start to chew some clock here. I don't know what just happened. But I still owe 2 more shots for my guy Spodro, so I'll take one of them now. Shot to you, Spodro. They calling that foul on Yabusele? Yeah, it's going to be stay with the Heat ball. Still Heat ball. 177. Davion Mitchell gets off the inbound. Over to Hero. Hero driving inside. Out to Anderson. Anderson pump fakes. Works it inside for an easy layup. No resistance at the rim from Philadelphia. .102.77. Hood-Schifino has it. Step back 3. No. Rebound Kyle Ware. Ware with a double-double tonight. Hero drives, hits the deck, kicks it to Anderson, who misses the three. Philadelphia with the board will bring it up over to Edwards. Justin Edwards drives, kicks, corner. It's Lonni Walker, cut off by Highsmith, and they'll reset the offense. Now gets downhill, over to Edwards. Right wing three off the catch, bottoms. Eight minutes remain in this one, folks. Ball movement crispy for Miami. It's going to be a Hero open three. Boy, did that even touch anything. I mean, that was as pretty as a make as you'll find. Hero with 24. 27, excuse me. Justin Edwards, the other way now, loses the handle, gets it back, kicks it out. Philadelphia will get an open three. It's Walker in the corner, and he answers. 105-83. Davion Mitchell swings it over to Tyler Hero. Hero now to Anderson. Anderson facing up. Gets it over to Hero in the corner. 2 on the shot clock. Hero's going to have to fire. Step back 3 over Hood Schifino. Oh! How does he do it? 30-point game for Tyler Hero. Philip Wheeler can't make the layup the other way. This one's over. It's time for Spoelstra to put in the bench. Hero turns it over the other way. Philadelphia in transition. It's going to be Justin Edwards, left wing three. Comes up short, and Ware just plucks out his 14th rebound from the air. We'll have a timeout on the floor, 6.5 to go. During this timeout, we'll tell you about our sponsor, Prize Picks, for the final time tonight. Shout out to Prize Picks. Today's stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform that I play every single day. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. And now is the best time to join Prize Picks with baseball getting underway. You can combine basketball, baseball, hockey, esports, and more. Professional, collegiate, it does not matter. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They also have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. They also have Flex Friday. So many different things you can do to make playing daily fantasy sports more fun. I have an entry for tonight's game, as I always do, combining Quentin Grimes and Tyler Hero, more than 6 3-pointers made. I'll go more than Kyle Ware, 22.5 points and rebounds combined, and then less than on Jared Butler, 11.5 points, 3-player entry here. But like I said, if you customize the way you play, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash right now. So sign up today, download the app, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today, use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring the show. Appreciate them as they always do. My Prize Picks did not go as planned tonight, thanks to Jared Butler. Hero and Grimes did their job. Ware did his job, but did not get what I needed from the others. Appreciate the super chat. We're going to get this on screen here. Shout out to Braden Close with the 5. If the Heat got pushed out of the lottery, wouldn't history show that's a good choice to not tank Hero the 13th and ban the 14th pick? I get what you're saying, Braden. I do. The Heat don't believe in taking because they are good enough at scouting and developing talent to where they don't need to. But my thing is, Braden, if the Heat were able to get a top 8 pick, these guys in the top 8 are just so ridiculously good that, like, the Heat would have a chance to get an unbelievable talent and be able to develop him, I would be through the roof. I really would. But we do owe one more final shot for Spodro. Appreciate you. We'll also do those 5 push-ups for Braden next time out. I'd like to see the Heat probably pull their group. Why not put in the young fellas? Hero's still going to be in. Why not put in a Kashad Johnson and Isaiah Stevens? It's a 22-point game with 6.5 to go. It's over. Kyle Anderson driving, cut off, kicks out the Hero. He thought about a 3. Now we'll take a deep one from the logo. Unconscious Tyler Hero. One of the better shooting performances I've seen all year. 6 of 9 from 3, 33 points. The degree of difficulty on these last 3 from Hero are otherworldly. Wait a minute. I think during the timeout, they took away a 3 from Tyler, the one that was under the shot clock, and they said it was a violation. That's unfortunate. So it's actually still 108-83. Hero will try another 3. That one no good. Rebound Philadelphia. So Hero's got 30, not 33, because they took back one of his 3s. Jared Butler corner 3 is good. Five and a half to go in this one. Heat are 5 minutes away from winning their 4th straight game. The record of Miami will improve to 33-41. Good performance from the Heat tonight. I mean, really, you've seen 4 good performances in a row. It took the Heat a little bit to get playing good against the Hornets on last Sunday, but they played exceptionally well against the Warriors on Tuesday, good against the Hawks on Thursday, and then they played very, very good tonight. 3-pointer for Justin Edwards and the Sixers gets it to a 19-point game. 4:50 to go. Anderson swings it to Mitchell. One more to Hero. Hero inside. Back out to Anderson. Now Highsmith. 5 on the shot clock. Loses the handle, turned it over. And then fouls Marcus Bagley. Jared Butler, 7 of 11 from the field today. 4-4 from beyond the arc, has 19 points. Could not have had a worse pick on Prize Picks than his less than on points today. Went 2 of 3, unfortunately. Just misunderstood Jared Butler. Speaking of Butler, he's got it. He drives inside, lobbing. What a feed to a Dembona for the alley-oop slam. Impressive pass and impressive finish. Not that it matters, but the lead for the Heat down to 17 with 4 to go. The Sixers are on an 8-0 run over the last minute and a half. Davion Mitchell gets it across half court, kicks to the corner. Highsmith's 3, no good, but I think they whistled the Sixers for a foul reaching in on Mitchell prior to the pass, and that's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. Davion Mitchell has it top of the key. Over to Kyle Anderson. Anderson, 5 on the shot clock. Driving on Butler. Spinning. Right hook. What a rejection of Dembona. Right back to Anderson, who hits the midi. Right at the end of the buzzer. But what a rejection from Bona. That's the impressive part here. Turnover on Philadelphia. Heat pick it up, 3.5 to go. Why is Eric Spoelstra not emptying his bench? Seriously. Hero driving, kicking. Anderson will try a 3. Just made a mid-range shot, was feeling good. Can't knock it down. Marcus Bagley with the rebound. And then he almost turns it over, but there's going to be a foul called on Miami. Mitchell reaching in. Kneppel inside and one. I think Duke might run away with this one against Bama, man. Council driving, hanging, floating it up. Can't get it to go, though. And the rebound is bounced around to Hero. So under 3 to go. 110-91. Heat still have their starters in. I don't know why. But Hero has it. Dropping it off to Ware. Inside for the dunk. Good pick and roll there by Hero and Ware. A combination Heat fans might get used to seeing here. We'll see what happens in the offseason. But Ware, Hero, and Bam are the three you're probably trying to build around, if any. Throw in Jovic as the fourth guy there. Edwards buries another triple. What was my score prediction? Wasn't it 118 to 104 today? I think it was. That's very much in play. A 10-6 run by the Sixers to close the game in the last 2 minutes. Don't know if we get that many points, but we'll see. Well, Highsmith buries a triple. And we'll have our mandatory... I was going to say, we didn't have a second timeout of the half yet, or the quarter. You always have to get 2 timeouts in a quarter. And we didn't get the second yet. I was wondering if it was going to come. There it is. Well, appreciate the $10 super chat from Spodro. Says, thanks for keeping your word. Keep up the good work. You're a beast. Well, $10 super chat is one more, my guy. Whoops. Well, the Chipotle, the water that I had today, it's going to be an Uber home, and it's going to be laying in bed. Thank you, Spodro. Appreciate you. We also owe 5 push-ups for the Braden $5 super chat. So let me knock that out. I don't want to be owing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be owing any push-ups. Can't be owing any push-ups. I'm not surprised they won today. I'm surprised by them winning 4 in a row, though. That's for sure. If you told me coming into last Sunday against the Hornets, what would the record be of the Heat this week? I would have said 2-2. I would have said they beat the Hornets and Sixers, but I would have guessed they lost to Atlanta and Golden State. And they proved me wrong, going 4-0. Four wins in a row. How about that? How about that? I'll say the hopes of being the 8th seed in the the 8th overall pick probably not going to happen because the wins keep on stacking for Miami and the losses keep on stacking for San Antonio and Portland. But there is a world where the Heat get the 10th pick. Because the Bulls keep on winning, man. And I don't know if the Heat are going to be able to catch the Bulls in the standings in terms of winning. So if that's the case, well, then the Heat, even if they win some games down the stretch, are still ultimately going to be the 10th seed. Well, with 2 minutes to go, the Heat have emptied their bench. Jaquez in, Isaiah Stevens in, Larson in, Kashad Johnson in, Josh Christopher in. So hopefully Major Anthony Nelson is somewhere smiling. Ricky Council has it in the final 2 minutes, driving, stolen away by Larson. Larson leading transition over to Christopher. Christopher cut off, swings it over to Stevens, the undrafted free agent from Colorado State. He gets it over to Larson, but Larson fumbles the pass, gets it back to Stevens, over to Christopher, right wing 3, no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Adem Bona. Minute and change to go in this one. Duke up 35-22. Oh, boy. Pull-up jumper, no good there. Rebound, Christopher. Larson back cut blocked. Minute to go. Edwards, spinorama, out of bounds, turns it over. Alabama, no points in 2.5 minutes. Don't see that often from the Crimson Tide. That drought is going to continue. 115-94, under a minute to play. Stevens over to Jaquez. I can't believe. How about Jaime being relegated to cleanup duty? Larson buries a triple. So my prediction of 118 points for Miami, I think, is going to hold true. I just thought Philadelphia was going to score 104, not 94. 10-point off on Philly. I nailed the Heat's point total, assuming they don't score again. Foul, loose ball, going back to Miami. Let's see if they shoot again. They might shoot again. They might not. Boy, Alabama just can't get a shot to fall. Well, turnover and transition will help. Can they get a bucket here? They can. That was tough. Heat ball with under 30 seconds to go. Stevens inside, kicking it out. Christopher, he's going to put up a shot. He misses it. Rebound Philly. Oh, my Lord. Come on, Malawatch. That was gross. Counsel the other way. Stripped, fouled. I think they're saying in the act of shooting there. Deep three for Crimson Tide. Big shot. They needed it. Boy, did they need that one. Boy, do they need it. Well, folks, I think it's safe to say, and with 16 seconds left, the Heat won! Spam those W's. You fired up about the win? Get in the chat and let your voice be heard. Spam those W's. That is going to be the final. 118-95. He split the free throws. Heat win. 4th straight for Miami. How about that? 4 straight for the Heat. How about that? Never thought the Heat were going to be able to win 4 straight after losing 10 in a row. I tell you what. Dylan, Razor, Big Dog, Spodro, Kane, Kevin, Tyman, Smorg, Vid, Reggie, Andres, Hot Dog, Rizel. Rome, Sulan, Michael, Vidbully, Tygod, Jerry. Hunter says no tanking anymore. Well, yeah, I still think the Heat might tank. Well, listen, guys, I think the word tank is thrown around too much because they're not tanking. They just stink. They still are not a good basketball team, but we'll see. So, Heat win. Good win. Still 400 people and change watching. If you want me to stay live here on a Saturday night, Super Chats will keep me live. If not, I'll sign off here in a minute. I got a friend visiting from Houston. I'll sign off, go hang out with him. Or not visiting from Houston, from Nashville. If not, I'll go hang out. What's up, Legacy? No super chats come in. I'll head out, but appreciate everyone joining us here on a Saturday night. here comes Alabama, cutting the lead down to 8 for Duke here. Can they continue to cut into the lead? Oh, what a move, LeBaron Philon. That was disgusting. Couldn't convert, though. The tough break if you're Alabama. What a play by Proctor. Oof. What a game, what a game, what a game. I can't wait to watch the second half. I think Alabama's going to keep this tight. Maybe it's because I wanted to keep it tight, but I think they will. Oh, what a pass. Got a 6-point game. All right. I'll sign off. No super chats came in here to close out the stream, which is fine. Appreciate the people who did donate to the channel. Appreciate the 9,000 that tuned in, all the new subscribers, the likes, the comments. We'll be back tomorrow with a video. We'll have a video out on the channel. We'll be back live on the channel Monday. We have, I think, the Wizards. We'll be live for that game, so be on the lookout for that. See you guys then, folks. Peace out. Let's go Heat.